I want you to take a quiet moment and think about your legs for a second. They are the foundation of your whole life. They are what help you stand tall to hug a grandchild, walk through the grocery store with confidence, and move around the home you love. But for many of us, as the years go by, our legs start to feel a little bit different. They might feel heavy or shaky, or just not as dependable as they used to be. Perhaps you have been told by well-meaning people, or even by a doctor, that this leg weakness is just a natural part of getting older. You might have been led to believe that there is nothing you can do about it except accept it. But I am here to tell you that this is not the full truth. In fact, you have been misled. The real reason many of us struggle with our legs as we age often comes down to a silent lack of three very important vitamins. These are nutrients your body desperately needs, especially right before you go to sleep, so it can work on rebuilding the strength in your legs while you rest. There is a reason you do not hear about this on the news or see it in big, flashy commercials. These nutrients are very cheap. They are completely natural, and quite honestly, they are not very profitable for big companies. That is why they do not get the attention they deserve. But even if the commercials aren't talking about them, the science is very clear and very hopeful. Research shows that missing just one of these vitamins can increase painful leg cramps by 42%. It can slow down how fast your muscles repair themselves by 37%, and it can actually triple the chance of having a fall after you turn 60. On the flip side, the vitamins I am going to share with you today have been shown to boost leg strength by 31%. Yet, most people in their 60s, 70s, and beyond are not taking them. Why? Because there is no big money to be made in fixing the actual root cause of the problem. When these nutrients are missing from your life, your muscles simply cannot recover from the day, your nerves cannot talk to your legs properly, and your foundation starts to crumble. But there is good news. New studies have shown that when people over 60 take these specific vitamins at night, they see faster muscle repair, they feel less pain in their legs, and their balance gets better in just a few days. In this guide, we are going to walk through the three most important vitamins that every person over 60 should consider taking before bed to help rebuild their leg strength. We have ranked them from the helpful ones to the most powerful one based on new research. Everything we are sharing is backed by real science, and we have made sure all the references are available for you to look at so you can feel completely safe and informed. Before we dive in, I would love to hear from you. Please take a moment to share with us where you are watching from today, how old you are, and which vitamins you are already taking. Drop a comment down below and let us know your story. A group of caring experts looks at every single one of your stories, and we love to offer friendly suggestions based on your specific routine. This is a great chance to get some real human answers about what your legs truly need. And if you are finding this information valuable, please consider subscribing to our channel. We are working hard to reach 1,000 subscribers so we can continue bringing you this kind of honest, science-backed health information that can truly change your life. Your subscription means the world to us and helps us reach more people who need this vital information. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss our upcoming videos about health, wellness, and living your best life after 60. Now let's start with the first vitamin on our list, which is one that most people are barely getting enough of. The third most important vitamin is vitamin B12. You have probably heard the name B12 before, but very few people realize just how vital it is for keeping your legs strong and your movements steady. Think of vitamin B12 like a power line. It is the wire that keeps your muscles and your nerves connected so they can talk to each other. When that power line gets weak or starts to fray, your legs start to have trouble. It is not just that the muscles are getting smaller, it is that the communication between your brain and your legs is breaking down. This starts as a little bit of weakness, then it turns into feeling off balance, and eventually it can lead to dangerous falls. The tricky part is that after we turn 60, our bodies get much worse at taking vitamin B12 out of the food we eat. It is not your fault. It is just a change in how our stomachs work. As we get older, our stomachs make less of a special acid that is needed to unlock B12 from protein. So even if you eat a lot of healthy things like eggs, fish, or meat, your gut might still fail to grab the B12 your legs are begging for. In fact, official health reports say that nearly half of all people over 60 have low levels of B12, and many of them have no idea. The signs of this lack of B12 show up very slowly. At first, you might feel a little bit of numbness in your feet. Then you might feel a tingling sensation like pins and needles. Later, your calves might feel stiff, and eventually your knees might feel like they want to buckle when you try to stand up. This happens because B12 is what builds the protective skin around your nerves. Without it, the nerves that control your legs start to get damaged. When those signals from your brain cannot get through, it can look a lot like other serious conditions that make it hard to walk or cause your feet to drag. A big study from 2017 looked at 2,500 older adults and found that those with low B12 were almost 3 times more likely to have trouble walking. But the most important thing to know is the timing. Your nervous system does most of its repair work while you are sleeping. This is when your body tries to fix damaged nerve tissue and reset the way your muscles talk to your brain. If B12 is not there when your body is trying to do this work, your nerves miss their chance to get better. That is why taking vitamin B12 before bed is so helpful. It puts the nutrient right where it needs to be when your body is ready to use it. And do not worry, it will not keep you awake like coffee does. In fact, it supports a calm brain, and many people find they sleep even better when they take it at night. When you look for B12, remember that not all of them are the same. The best kind for people over 60 is called methylcobalamin. This is a version that your body can use right away, even if your digestion is a bit slow. The best way to take it is as a little tablet that melts under your tongue. This lets it go straight into your blood and skip the stomach entirely. If you just swallow a regular pill, you might not get the benefit. People who start taking the right B12 often feel their balance and muscle control getting better in as little as 10 to 14 days. There was even a story of a person who could barely walk for 10 minutes, who got their full mobility back after 6 weeks. This is just what happens when you give your body the right tools at the right time. So if your legs feel stiff or numb, or if you feel a bit wobbly, starting with B12 is a great first step. I encourage you to share this video with anyone you know who might be struggling with leg weakness or balance issues. Together, we can spread this important information to those who need it most, and your shares help us get closer to our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Now let's move on to the second vitamin. This is a nighttime nutrient that actually helps your muscles grow and can help fix leg weakness in just 2 weeks. The second most important vitamin is vitamin D3. This one might surprise you because most people call it the sunshine vitamin and think it is only for your bones. But after age 60, vitamin D3 becomes one of the best tools you have for protecting the muscle in your legs. If you are not taking it before bed, you are missing a big opportunity for your legs to get stronger. More than 70% of older adults do not have enough vitamin D3. This is a big problem because low D3 leads directly to weaker legs and more falls. Vitamin D3 does something very special. It helps with something called muscle protein synthesis. That is just a fancy way of saying it is the process your body uses to fix and build your muscle fibers. After we turn 60, our bodies are not as good at rebuilding muscle after we use them during the day. That is why you might just walk around the house and wake up feeling sore the next morning. When you are low on D3, this rebuilding process slows down even more. This is when the natural loss of muscle starts to happen, and it usually hits the legs first. Your thighs and your calves start to get weaker. You might not see it in the mirror, but you will feel it when you try to get out of a chair or climb the stairs. In a study from 2020, researchers found that seniors who took D3 at night gained 19% more strength in their legs and had 34% fewer falls over 3 months. This happens because D3 wakes up the parts of your muscles that control how stable and strong you feel. These parts are most active when you are in a deep sleep. That is why bedtime is the perfect time to take it. Also, vitamin D3 helps stop the deep aching feeling in your legs. That burning in your calves might actually be a sign of tiny amounts of swelling in the muscle, and D3 helps calm that down. A study from 2022 found that people who took D3 before sleep not only felt less pain, but also walked faster and had better balance within 6 weeks. Most people make the mistake of taking D3 in the morning or not at all. But remember, muscles are not built while you are busy during the day. They are built while you are sleeping, and you cannot get enough from the sun alone anymore. After age 60, your skin is about 75% less effective at making vitamin D3 from sunlight. Most people do well with about 2,000 to 4,000 units of D3 at night, but it is always good to check with a simple blood test. Make sure you get D3, not D2, and try to have it with a tiny bit of healthy fat, like a few nuts or a little bit of avocado. To help it soak in, it will not keep you awake. In fact, it can help calm your nerves for a better night's rest. If you are enjoying this content and finding it helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments which of these vitamins you are most excited to try. Your engagement really helps us grow this channel and reach that 1,000 subscriber milestone. Every like, comment, and subscription brings us one step closer to being able to produce even more helpful content for you and others in our wonderful community. Now we come to the most powerful vitamin of all. This is the one that most people have never even heard of, but it is a total game changer. It does not just help with strength, it helps turn back the clock on years of muscle loss. The number one most important vitamin is vitamin K2. This is the secret nutrient that hardly anyone talks about, but it might be the most important thing for getting your leg strength back quickly. Do not confuse it with vitamin K1, which is for blood clotting. Vitamin K2 works deep inside your bones and muscles. If your legs feel weak, if your knees crack when you stand up, or if your calves feel like wet noodles by the middle of the afternoon, you might be lacking K2. Think of vitamin K2 as a traffic controller. It tells calcium exactly where to go. It makes sure calcium goes into your bones where it belongs, and it keeps calcium out of your heart's pipes and your joints where it does not belong. Without K2, calcium gets lost. It can make your blood vessels stiff and your joints feel hard and painful. That is why many of us have weak bones and stiff, aching legs at the same time. The calcium is just in the wrong place, but K2 also turns on the genes that repair your muscles. In a study from 2021, older adults who took K2 for 8 weeks saw a 21% increase in the strength of their thigh muscles and a 31% improvement in their balance. These people did not just feel better, their muscles were actually working again. This worked best when they took it before bed, which is when the body does its heavy lifting for repair. K2 and D3 are like a team. D3 brings the calcium into your body, and K2 shows it the way to your bones. If you take D3 without K2, the calcium might end up making your joints feel even stiffer. K2 also helps your muscles use energy better, which is very important if you struggle with circulation or blood sugar. In one trial, seniors who took K2 could walk much further without getting tired, When you take it at night, it helps your muscles refill their energy stores for the next day. The problem is that K2 is hard to find in a normal diet unless you eat a lot of fermented foods like certain old cheeses. Taking a supplement called MK7 is the best way to get it. It stays in your body longer and gives your muscles a clear signal to rebuild while you sleep. If your legs feel like they are losing the battle against time, K2 might be the missing piece of the puzzle. Now let's talk about how you can start doing this tonight without any stress. The way you take these vitamins matters just as much as the vitamins themselves. First, start with vitamin B12. Since our stomachs have a hard time with pills as we age, find the kind that melts under your tongue. Take it about 30 minutes before you go to sleep. It is best to do this on an empty stomach, or at least 2 hours after you have eaten dinner, so nothing gets in its way. Put the bottle right by your toothbrush so you do not forget. Start with 1,000 micrograms and see how your balance and energy feel over the next few weeks. Next is your vitamin D3. Look for a small, soft gel that has 2,000 units in it. Since this one needs a little bit of fat to work, you can have it with a tiny snack like a spoonful of almond butter or a small piece of cheese about 20 or 30 minutes before bed. Then take your vitamin K2 at the exact same time as the D3. They love to work together. Look for the MK7 version, usually around 100 to 200 micrograms. This will make sure all that calcium is doing the right thing while you are dreaming. If you take other medicines from your doctor, just try to take these vitamins at least 1 hour away from them to be safe. Many people find it very helpful to make a little bedtime tray with a glass of water and their 3 vitamins. It makes the routine feel like a special way of caring for yourself. These vitamins will not change everything in a single night, but if you stay consistent, they will help your body start to heal and rebuild from the inside out. Along with these vitamins, there are 3 simple daily habits that can make them work even better. The first one is to drink water on purpose, not just when you are thirsty. Many of us are more dried out than we realize, and that makes our blood thicker and harder to move around. If your blood is not moving well, those vitamins cannot get to your leg muscles. That achy feeling at night might just be your legs asking for a glass of water. A study showed that even being a little bit dehydrated can make your legs 14% weaker. Try to have a small sip of water every 90 minutes during the day, and then stop about an hour before bed so you do not have to get up in the night. The second habit is to watch what you eat for dinner. If you have a very heavy meal full of bread or sugar right before bed, your body will spend the whole night trying to digest it instead of fixing your legs. A study found that seniors who ate heavy sugary dinners had much more stiffness the next morning and did not soak up their nutrients as well. Try to keep your dinner light, maybe some chicken or eggs and some vegetables, and eat it a couple of hours before you take your vitamins. You will likely find that you sleep better and your legs feel less heavy. The third habit is to move your legs very gently before you climb into bed. This is not a workout. It is just a way to get the blood flowing. You can sit in a chair and slowly straighten your legs 10 times, or just circle your ankles while you are sitting down. This tells your body that your legs are ready to be repaired. A study in 2021 found that just 5 minutes of this kind of gentle movement increased blood flow to the legs by 22% and helped stop cramps within 10 days. When you combine these simple habits of drinking water, eating a light dinner, and moving a little bit with your B12, D3, and K2, you are creating the perfect environment for your legs to get strong again. This is not just a temporary fix. It is a way to get your independence and your mobility back, one night at a time. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you again to please subscribe to our channel if you have not already. We are so close to reaching 1,000 subscribers, and every single subscription helps us continue creating this type of valuable research-based content that can truly make a difference in your life. When you subscribe, you become part of our growing community of people who are taking charge of their health and refusing to accept that weakness and decline are just inevitable parts of aging. Hit that red subscribe button right now and turn on the notification bell so you will be the first to know when we release new videos packed with helpful information. So, to wrap everything up, we have looked at 3 hidden reasons why your legs might be feeling weak and 3 natural ways to fix it. Vitamin B12 to help your nerves talk to your muscles, vitamin D3 to build strength and stop the ache, and vitamin K2 to make sure your calcium is building strong bones instead of stiff joints. You do not need a complicated plan or expensive mystery pills. You just need to give your body the support it has been waiting for. It all starts tonight. Your body is ready to heal and rebuild while you sleep. It just needs the right tools to do the job. Think about what your life could look like in just a few weeks from now. Imagine waking up and feeling steady on your feet. Imagine walking through your home with confidence, not worrying about whether your legs will hold you up. Imagine being able to play with your grandchildren, take a walk around the neighborhood, or simply stand at the kitchen counter to prepare a meal without that nagging weakness or pain. All of this is possible when you give your body what it truly needs. The science is clear, the research is solid, and the results speak for themselves. Thousands of people over 60 have already experienced these benefits, and there is no reason you cannot be one of them. Remember, your legs are not just failing you because of age. They are calling out for specific nutrients that modern diets and aging bodies struggle to provide. When you answer that call with B12, D3, and K2, especially taken at the strategic time right before bed when your body does its deepest repair work, you are giving yourself a real chance to reclaim the strength and stability you thought was gone forever. This is not about false promises or miracle cures. This is about understanding what your body needs and providing it in a simple, affordable, and scientifically proven way. I also want to encourage you to be patient with yourself. While some people notice improvements in as little as 10 to 14 days, others may take a few weeks longer. Every body is different, and the amount of deficiency you are starting with will affect how quickly you see results. But if you stick with this routine, taking your vitamins every night before bed and following those 3 simple daily habits of staying hydrated, eating lighter dinners, and doing gentle leg movements, you will very likely start to feel a difference. Keep a little journal if you like, noting how your legs feel each day, how your balance is, whether you are experiencing cramps or stiffness. This will help you see the progress you are making, even when the changes feel gradual. And please, do not keep this information to yourself. If you have friends or family members who are struggling with leg weakness, balance problems, or frequent falls, share this video with them. Post it on your social media. Send it in a text message or email. You could genuinely change someone's life by giving them access to this information. So many older adults are suffering in silence, thinking there is nothing they can do, when the solution might be as simple as adding these 3 vitamins to their nighttime routine. Be the person who brings hope and practical help to someone you care about. Now, I really want to hear from you. Are you already using any of these helpful vitamins in your nightly routine, or are you planning to start tonight? Drop a comment below and let me know your current situation. Tell me about your leg strength, any symptoms you are experiencing, and what vitamins you are already taking, if any. I personally read through as many comments as I can, and I love offering specific suggestions and encouragement. This is a community where we support each other, share our experiences, and celebrate our victories together. Your comment might also help someone else who is in a similar situation and looking for guidance. And one more time, please help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers. We are working so hard to bring you honest, helpful, and scientifically backed health information that you will not find in mainstream media. The big pharmaceutical companies are not interested in promoting cheap natural solutions like these 3 vitamins because there is simply not enough profit in it for them. But we believe you deserve to know the truth about what can really help you. Your subscription is more than just a number to us. It represents another person who is taking control of their health, another person who refuses to accept decline as inevitable, and another member of our supportive community. Click that subscribe button now, and let's continue this journey together towards stronger legs, better balance, and a more independent, confident life. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video where we will explore even more ways to protect and strengthen your body as you age.